Hey everybody, I am coming at you early at the morning. Just feeling inspired to share some stuff that was coming through that wanted to get acted out a bit. And so I'm probably looking a little rough because this is just the morning and me being impromptu. But I started thinking about the different signs and how they act and interact and relate as elemental triads. And so I wanted to give an attempt to try to act out some of the differences and see how that translates. And I started with the water sign, so I'm not going to go in traditional order, but I'm just going to kind of touch on all of them. So the emotional are the water ones. The water ones are the ones that involve the psychology, the feelings, the sensitivity, all of that type of stuff. Cancer is the first one, and it's the home base. And so the Cancer energies, and these can sound like people, but they're just archetypes. But Cancer types, Cancer energies, are all about their home. They're sensitive to themselves and their needs, what they need to feel comfortable and safe. So they draw it in and they keep in their bubble in a sense. That also includes their family members. So anybody that's close in family, that energy of emotional sensitivity, what do these people need? How can I nurture them? Is all localized in the home environment. They want themselves, their bubble, their world to feel good, to feel safe, to feel comfortable. And they're really good for their families. Like when you go out with a group of friends, the Cancer energy stays with the home group that they stay with. Who they came with. They nurture the people in their party. They want them to have their food and drink and that kind of thing. So it's localized. All the emotional energy is towards self and family and safety and comfort, and that's where the emotional energy kind of stays, bubbleized in an eggshell. All of those archetypes. Hopefully you're hearing lots of Zodiac keywords. Scorpio. Scorpio is the next one, and Scorpio is the one that is good at going out and getting. It's the one that has that magnetic allure, and so it's also concentrated with sex. After Libra in the process, we're involving other, outer, four and other more. And so Scorpio is good at taking the emotional energy and targeting it into other people's psyche, other people's motivations, other people's desires and what they want. So the Scorpio energy concentrates on who has the resources I need, or who is alluring, who do I want to intimately pull in. So there's a penetrating, pulling in magnetism to the water of the Scorpio energy. It's that psychological landscape of exploring others, not like Cancer, which is just my family. It's going out and pulling in. It's got that sex flair too, so there's a seductive, charismatic charge to get other pulled in, that it also it focuses on those deep connections. So Scorpio, just like Cancer, will nurture and baby and all those things for its family unit. Scorpio will intensely do anything, make its emotionality, its psyche, all of its power concentrated on behalf of the others that it has a very strong, deep connection with, intimate others, and there's that just strong, powerful Martian charge to the emotional energy in the Scorpio. But it targets, it goes out and pulls in, and it's about merging the resources. They have something we want, they have something we need, pull it in and it's ours. And then it's got the seductive factor of, if I want to pull that in, I'm also alluring and charismatic to invite and pull from those further out places. They go deeper. Okay, so we see the localization with Cancer, the pulling out and the concentrating on specific other psyches that are more foreign, understanding the foreign psyches in Scorpio. Cancer's all about, my home psyche. What's comfy? The last water sign is Pisces. Pisces is more selfless. Pisces' energy is diffused, and it's like it can totally disregard itself. Pisces emotionally feels and goes out to all without discrimination, without boundary. It's not just about my home. It's not just about those powerful charged others. It's about everybody, the collective tone. That's why it's so charitable, it's so giving, it flows, and it's so outpouring to everything and everybody without discrimination. One big field of emotional water that sometimes it can forget itself, it can get lost, it can get swept away itself, becoming self-sacrificial, martyr-like, etc., because it's giving itself so much to everybody. It's not concentrated in its bubble like Cancer, and it's not selective, and in the sense of Scorpio, it's all-encompassing, and that's what also makes it beautiful, because those energies you can feel and they attract because they are so selfless. There's no agenda. Like in Scorpio, there's agenda, there's motivation, there's precision, and you pointed at something. In Cancer, it's just mine, it's my family, it's what's mine. Pisces is so everybody, everything. So that's how the water cycles in that triad. Next one to look at, let's do fire. Fire all involves desire, excitement, vigor, vitality, all of those types of charge, types of willpower, all of that. Aries is it's like a laser. I have a strong will and I can do it. And I get the enjoyment out of just doing things. So the Aries energy charges forward with passion, excitement, vigor, all of those things just to get things done. Just to do what it wants, just to experience that aliveness. It wants to experience that fire for itself. And it doesn't care who else is there, who else sees it, what effect it has. It's all about the personalization and having and wielding the fire itself to move forward, to activate things, to do these adventures for the sense of self going through it. It's the self in action, the vitality of Aries fire. The next one is Leo. Leo's fire is all about burning itself brighter and bigger. So all that fire is not concentrated so much in a direct, like, what am I doing? But who am I? What can I be seen doing? How am I performing? And so it's a bigger, like the sun, big fire, make my fire big. And the bigger it is, the brighter it is, so that it's seen more. There's more of an audience factor for the Leo fire. So it's all about the specialization. I can sing, I can dance, who am I? Look at me. My fire is here, and it's big, and it's like attention grabbing. Aries is just the fire, the will, taking action. I can do different things. I'm moving forward. Leo is I am, and I'm such a radiant display of fire that everything looks this way. It's so bright, it's hard to miss. The last fire sign, Sagittarius, is like a spreading fire. It's an infectious fire. It's that fire of excitement and fun and aliveness that then inspires others. It burns not for the sake of being seen in of itself, but for making others have a good time, making others to spread the fire, the inspiration, and get it moving towards something bigger. It's like getting a group party moving forward, getting a whole collective moving forward in a sense. So it's not concentrated on the individual. There's the arrow and it wants to move, but it's spreading, it's diffuse, it's expanded. So it's like getting the whole party excited, getting the whole party aimed and targeting something, making something happen. It joins with others. It spreads its inspiration and fire to others. So then there's more willpower and energy working toward that aim. So Sagittarius loves to fulfill its desires and have fun, but it comes after Scorpio, it incorporates others in the excitement that gets all of them fanning the flames, and it grows the big time, incorporating others. Leo is growing its own flame to be super special and radiant, and Aries is just able to do stuff. It's moving forward, it's initiating the action. So that's the fire triad. Earth triad. All the earth is about practicality, material resources, the brick and mortar physical nature of 3D reality, etc. So Taurus has this set accumulative quality that is, I have all the stuff that I love. I have an abundance. It's the cornucopia. I have all of the things that matter to me. I have all the skills. I possess and own all the skills that matter to me to be able to do. I have all of the possessions that I enjoy, that bring me comfort, that are my taste. I have those physical experiences. I own that, and I'm full. I'm full of all of those things that I've liked. I've got this abundance of my personal resources, my taste, my values, my stuff. And so it just bathes in all those experiences, the massage, the jewelry, the clothes, the stuff, the skills, the whatever values in a material way. It has all of that, and it brings it in and builds and develops it. Virgo enjoys cycling the stuff and utilizing it so its stuff is perfect. I have the perfect version of everything. I have everything that's the best. I have it. It works perfectly. It's super efficient. Everything is pristine. All of my stuff is functional. My way of working is the best. My skills are top notch. It's the refinery of the stuff. It moves the stuff in a way that it is circulated. So the Virgo, space is tidy, is efficient, whereas, Taurus might just be full. It's full of what I've got. Virgo has what it needs, and it's got the best version, and it's tidy. It's organized. It's all of those types of qualities. Virgo is constantly refining the stuff and improving it to the top ability. It's about its functional. It's about how it moves, how it functions. So all of its stuff and all of its skills have to be processing. It's also it's scheduled type of energy. It's appointed type of energy. So it's all of those qualities on the earth plane. Capricorn is, I've got the status symbols. I've got the worldly best. I've gotten to the top of the mountain. I've got the most worldly power, authority, and my stuff is like the top name brand, most expensive. It's the stuff that everybody cares about. It's the reputation, the worldly physical reputation energy of my stuff is the best by the standards. I've got the stuff that only the bosses can afford. I've got the position and the ability to say what happens. I can execute the law. I'm in charge. I've got the worldly authority. So then, cycling it, you've got Taurus, my stuff, what feels good to me. They don't care if it's name brand or if it works really well. It's what I enjoy, and I've got plenty of it. Virgo, I've only got the stuff that matters in an efficient sense, and I keep everything super maintained. I'm super efficient with my stuff. All of my material world and skills are of the best degree. Capricorn's like, yeah, that's great, but I want it to be what everybody's looking for. It doesn't matter if I can do that skill the best or if I've got a lot of it, if it's not the type of stuff that comes with the reputation. Is it going to increase my standing? Will that provide more money, more power, more whatever the standing is in societal terms? So it's going to demonstrate my mastery. I don't want to just be subserviently well at my job. I want to be at the highest position. So it's that worldly authority sense. Last one's the air triad. So starting with Gemini. Gemini is ideas, ideas, ideas. I love ideas for the sake of ideas. I can think of all the ideas. I want to explore the variety of ideas. I can get in and out of any conversation and all of these things, and it's fun. It's tricky. I like ideas and thoughts for the sake of the fun of exploring and articulating. It's just fun. I'm having a good time. I'm flitting around like Hermes, Mercury, and exploring the ideas. Sometimes it makes people upset. Whatever, I'm just having a fun time. To the extent that Gemini engages others, it's the back and forth. And we're just having fun and seeing what we can think about and what we can explore. It's just ideas moving around for the sake of having the variety to choose from. The variety of ideas, communications, acquaintances. They're not good people, they're not bad people, they're just people, and we have all these conversations, and it's variety. Libra then takes the air and the thought and the social context related to air, and it evens it out. It also takes itself and it wants to balance it with the other, so that the wind is calm. Gemini's wind is just blowing every which way. The Venus Libra wind wants to balance the thoughts and keep the thoughts harmonious, keep them beautiful. We want to have thoughts that are complementary to others, that are working well with others, that provide a harmony. So it's about nice, calm, flowing, socially graceful, diplomatic connections. It's pleasing, it's beautiful. We want to dance with the other thoughts and energies and others. We want to harmonize the wind so that it's pleasing. The things that we say, the things that we think, and socially, we're wanting them to be pleasing and beautiful and balanced and harmonized. Whereas Gemini just enjoys exploring it, and we can have, I can act this way with this person, and this way with this person, and it's just the variety. I can be all these, wear different hats, and da-da-da-da. It's all that. Last one, Aquarius, is living in the head. Concentrated thought, so that it is a little bit eccentric, a little bit eclectic. It might be kind of weird, strange, brilliant, genius, because its thoughts, like a computer, are so concentrated that it will have the lightning strike thought that is unlike anything anyone's ever thought of. It's super progressive, it's super advanced, it's super futuristic, it's super elevated. It's something nobody's thought for. It's inventive, it's innovative. So the thought energy is super concentrated with like zaps of lightning that come through too. It's not concerned like Libra about, is this going to be okay? Is this going to ruffle anybody's feathers? We want it to stay cool. No, we want to have the best thought. We want to have a well-articulated, thought-out thought that's nobody's ever had before. Gemini is like, oh gosh, we have to think about one thing too much. I'd rather be able to change it around. We need the variety. I need to explore all the differences. Whereas Aquarius will build and network on a thought to elevate a thought paradigm to go to the next level. So it's a concentrated form of thought. Its social context can be a little cold and detached. It's the sense that it's the thought and the mindedness that matters, so that it doesn't care if it communicates it or if it comes out weird or eclectic or any of these things. And it cares, though, about everybody. It wants what's best for all the people, for the whole society, for the whole round table. It's concerned and concentrated about that, but in a kind of detached, impersonal manner that can come across cold or unfeeling because it's so mentally concentrated. So that's the way that the air triad. So those differences between the signs and thinking also about the planets, the rule and the jurisdiction of them. That's kind of what those characters are doing in different dances. And remember, we're all different versions of them in different contexts. So it's a fun play with a lot of characters. So I hope that has been informative or entertaining or whatnot. But it was just super fun for me to think about how the water of emotion, the willpower and passion of fire, the practicality, material concentration of earth, and the thought, mental, social realm of air, how they cycle and why they come out these different ways, whether they're in different signs, in a cardinal, fixed, or mutable fashion, with also some regard to the planet that influences it. So anyway, hope this was awesome. It was fun for me to do. I love it, so hope you love it too.